Hello, this is SJ Talks and Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. I want to talk about menopause. Menopause is a beast. Menopause is a beast. I'll probably be doing another video on it too. Doing some other videos on it. Menopause is a beast. It is a straight up beast. Where do I start? Man, did you know that there are 100 different symptoms of menopause? There's a YouTuber by the name of Carrie Ann Michaels. There's some other I clicked on I found another content creator that was doing videos on menopause, but the one I watch all the time is Carrie Ann Michaels. Tune into her channel. I love her content, and she adds a little comedy to it. She is very informative. Her channel is very informative, and she adds a little comedy to it. She is hilarious. Her name is, I'll put it in the box. Carrie Ann Michaels is her name. She is hilarious. She adds a little comedy to it, but her channel is very, very informative. That's her whole content is menopause, and her channel is very, very informative. And she talks about the different symptoms of women do not realize that are menopause. That is menopause. You gotta bear with me. I don't have my tripod, so I'm trying to do the best I can. Anywho, um, symptoms that there's perimenopause, which happens just before the years leading up to menopause. Then there's straight up menopause, and then there's postmenopausal. Right now, I'm in my postmenopausal period. But she talks about like symptoms, things that goes on in our bodies that we may not think it's menopause, but it is. Different things that happen, and then like I find myself watching her video. I'm like, oh, that's why that be happening to me. Things that may be happening to our bodies that we may not even realize that it's menopause. We just blow it off, and we don't understand, why did I get this random pain or that random pain or whatever. But it's menopause has 100 different. There's 100 different symptoms of menopause, and um, things that we may not even realize is menopause. Is menopause, and I'm postmenopausal right now, and man, it's where do I even begin? Depression, um, mine comes and goes. My depression comes and it comes and goes. But then there's other factors that you know. But that's one of the things is depression, because yeah, menopause can be depressing. And then because I got other things going on with my body as well, um, and just other things going on. Um, Weight gain, have very difficult time. Um, I have a very difficult time. Plus, I have a thyroid condition on top of my menopause, and I lose weight. I do lose weight, um, but I lose it very slowly. Yeah, you're supposed to lose it slow, but I lose it really slow, and then I have a hard time keeping the weight off because I only eat 2 meals a day. It's very annoying because you know People automatically assume when you're a little overweight that you sit around and eat all day. And I don't sit around and eat all day. It's very annoying. Particularly being a woman and being overweight is, you guys know how it is. People automatically assume that you're just pigging out and you're just gorging or whatever, and that's not the case. Um, um, and because my friend was like telling me, well, don't be snacking at, don't be put them. I said, look, I intermittent fast, so I stopped eating after a certain time. I've been doing intermittent fasting now for about 4 years, pretty much. And so I stopped eating after a certain time. And because I initially started doing it because I was finding myself snacking late at night. And so to cut that off, I I stopped eating after a certain time. And I try to fast anywhere between 10 and 12 hours. I fast anywhere between 10 and 12 hours, and I don't eat till, depending on what time I stop eating, because sometimes I do eat a little late, depending on, my situation and my schedule, or whatever. But whenever I stop eating, um, I try to fast anywhere between 12 and 10 and 12 hours. So I do intermittent fasting, and I think that has been instrumental in some weight loss that I've had. Um, this person driving past my house drive-by speed. I get paranoid. It's driving past my house drive-by speed. That makes me nervous. Anywho, and I got these sunglasses on, and they're not prescription, so I couldn't see who it was. Mm. Anywho, what was I saying? But and then I drink water. Just drink water during that time, and I don't eat till about between. I don't eat until like between 11 and 12. Sometimes a little over 12. I try not to go too far. I find when I go too far past the 12-hour mark, I start, blood sugar starts dropping too low, and that can be an issue. So I don't want to go. I try not to go past the 12-hour mark. And then when I do eat, I call it my brunch. I eat my breakfast and my lunch at the same time, and it's typically a small meal. It's typically not. Now today, I've been craving some pancakes, so I'm gonna fix me some pancakes today. But I typically that first meal of the day is, I call it my brunch, and that's my breakfast and my lunch, and it's typically a small meal. It's not a very big meal, and then I might have a little snack in between brunch and dinner, and then when dinner time, then I eat my dinner. And then I have my little dessert, and that's pretty much. I try to. I had to watch my blood sugars because I was a little. My blood sugar was a little elevated, so I have to watch my sugar intake. Um, so I try not to eat too much sugar. I still have some work to do in that area because the problem is I crave sweets, but I try to really really watch. I try to do everything in moderation. I try not to pride myself, but I try at the same time. I try to do everything in moderation. So, and I don't drink sugary drinks. I drink mostly water throughout the day. I like to have a little something sweet at dinner, but it's either low sugar or sugar free. Or if I drink juice, I'll pour a little juice in my cup and then I dilute the rest with water. You know, and I like a little, for some reason I like a little something a little flavored and something a little sweet at dinner time. But the rest of the day I'm drinking, unless I have a cup of coffee. The rest of the day I'm drinking water, just straight up water. So, and then I try to exercise. I try to get my exercise in I try to exercise in and stretch. Try to do my pool exercises because of my back and leg issues. Pool exercises are the best for me to do because it's not weight bearing. And have zero pain when I'm in the pool. So when I get in that pool, I do anywhere between 1 and 2 hours. And I can do everything in the pool that I can't do on land. I can run in the pool. And so the pool, whenever I try to get down there once a week, it's a little bit hard. Um, because I've been helping my mom out lately, so it's a little hard for me to get down there. But I try to get down there at least once a week, twice a week, um, you know, and then I go in and try to get my gym workout in, and then I do stretches and that at home. So I try to do. I can't do a lot of walking. I physically can't do a lot of walking because of my back and leg issues. Um, but um, but and so that's how I do. But it's hard for me when I do lose the weight. It's hard for me to keep it off. My weight fluctuates a lot. My weight fluctuates a lot. Like I'll lose 2 or 3 pounds, and then get on the scale. But oh, I lost 2 or 3 pounds, and then I get back on the scale, and then realize that I've gained a couple of pounds back. So my weight fluctuates a lot, and so menopause is when you have menopause, it really slows down your metabolism, and plus I have the thyroid condition on top of that. So it's very difficult for me to lose the weight and keep it off. But I'm doing the best I can anyway. Anywho, but that's what I do, and then I have. Let me know. Hit me up in the comment section, ladies. What symptoms are you experiencing of menopause? But I have hot flashes. I have the night sweats. You ought to see me at night turning the fan on and off. I had a remote control fan, but I took it apart to clean it. I took the fan apart to clean it, and it's one of those little tower fans. One of the screws I can't get in there. I need a magnetic screwdriver or something to get one of the little screws in there. So when I turn it on, the doggone thing shakes. So I can't. I gotta figure out a way to get that one screw back in there. But now I got this little small fan right next. I have a small fan right next to me, and you ought to see me at night turning that thing on and off. I'll turn it on, then because I have cold flashes. I have cold and hot flashes. It's real fun driving down the street with the air condition. I'm turning the air condition on in the car, on and off. Literally, I'm riding down the street. I turn the air condition on. Then I get cold and I turn it off. Then I roll down the window. I turn on the air condition because if it's a little hot outside, I roll down the window. It's. I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like I'm crazy. So I'm turning the air conditioner on and off when I'm driving down the street in the car. I'm turning the fan on. I have to have the fan. If I don't have my remote control fan, I gotta have a fan right next to me so I can turn it on and off. It's a nightmare, and so I'm dealing with that. Um, Brain fog. If you watch my content on a regular basis, if you ever pay attention and you notice that when I'm trying to recall a name, I can't think of it. I for some reason I forget names. Um, I have brain fog, and I forget names a lot. Now I don't forget names of people that I know, but I like I forget names. If you watch me on a regular basis and I bring up somebody and I'll be like, I can't remember their name right now. Yeah, if you watch me on a regular basis and pay attention, I do that every now and then. If I'm like I was doing one video, and um I forget, Ebony K. Williams was the one. I could not think of her last name in that video. Literally, I can't remember what video it was, but I mentioned her in that video, and I could think of the first name, but I couldn't think of her last name. So I forget names. I forget names a lot. So I had brain fog. It's scary. It's scary when that happens. I have brain fog. Um, I have a hard time. I have a very difficult time sleeping at times. I do have some insomnia. Um, what else? Vaginal dryness. I'm having a very hard time with that. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I'm having a very difficult time with that. I'm having a very, very, very hard time with that. That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. Ladies, talk to your daughters about menopause. Those are the symptoms that I'm having, that I'm dealing with. That's a nightmare. That's the worst symptom of all. That's a nightmare. But Carrie Ann Michaels, she like stuff that we don't even realize is menopause, like getting itchy, scratching, be thinking bugs is crawling on you. I'd be like, be thinking something's crawling on me sometimes, and it's menopause. It's crazy. It's like, mm, menopause is crazy. Hit me up in the comment section, ladies. Let me know what's going on with you. But yeah, it's the doctor did prescribe me some hormones, and I talked about this in my other video. The doctor did prescribe me some hormones, um, but it's a slight cancer risk. So estrogen replacement is what it is. She said if I take it as prescribed, um, then I shouldn't have a problem. It's only a 1%, but and that's another thing. Anxiety. I have. Oh my god, my anxiety. I'm having more anxiety now than I've ever had in my whole life. I have to really, really make it a matter of prayer and ask God to help me, because because I'm an overthinker. I'm already a worry warp automatically off rip, and then I have the tendency to overthink, and that creates even more anxiety. And so I have to pray, and I have to have to stay prayed up and ask God to help me. Um, my anxiety, I get anxiety. Um, Herbal Remedies does help. Herbal Remedies does help with anxiety, if you know what I'm talking about. The Herbal Remedies. I don't know if it's legal in your state. It's legal in my state. Herbal Remedies help with my anxiety, my sleep, and my pain. But I don't do Herbal Remedies all the time. Um, but I find that it does help. It does help. Herbal Remedies do help. It may not be legal in your state. It's legal in my state. You know. Anywho, but I'm gonna let you put that out there. The Herbal Remedies do help with that anxiety, sleeping. It helps me to sleep. Um, yeah. So, honey, you know, you can judge me if you want to, but a sister is going through. A sister ain't trying to get high. I ain't trying to get high. But yeah, anxiety sometimes is bad with me. These are the things that's going on with me. Brain fog. Um, just sometimes I just feel like I'm going crazy or something. I feel like I'm just losing my mind at times. So I have to pray. I really have to pray, because wow, I'm postmenopausal. Postmenopausal. And I've talked about in other videos. I've talked about my hair loss. I'm still dealing. My hair texture is changing. Like in the back of my hair in the kitchen, it's a totally different texture. The top of my hair, um, I lost. That's where I lost a good portion of my hair. But now it's growing back, but it's growing back very slowly, and it's growing back in a different texture. Go figure. But the back of my head, the kitchen, I used to have just one little spot in the back of my head that was a different texture. Now the whole back of my head is a totally different texture. It's weird. In the middle part of my back of my head is um, coarse, more coarse, and the top of my hair, I can't tell whether it's falling out again or the hair texture, my hair texture, because they say you get thinning hair. So my hair texture is changing in certain, but it's changing in certain spots. It's really weird. Like certain spots, like the top of my head and the very back of my head in the kitchen, it's a totally different hair texture. And then the rest of it is still kind of coarse. It's really weird. But my hair has grown back, but it's grown back very slowly. It's very very slow, so it's still not where it should be. It's really weird. So I got to deal with that, and that's depressing, and it's you know menopause is something else. I mean, let me know. Like I said, hit me up, ladies. Let me know what you're going through as far as your menopause. It varies from one woman to the next. No two women. I was reading a video that I was watching the other day, and some of the ladies was coming in the conversation. I've been fine. You know, some ladies are blessed enough to not experience. And I think that's why women are not talking about it. I think women are not really talking about it a whole lot because it varies from one woman to the next. Like some women don't experience, but mind you, there's menopausal symptoms that you may not realize it's menopause, but it is. Yeah. So, but some women, it's like if that one woman came in that comment section and was like, "I'm fine," "I'm fine," I was like, "Boy, she blessed." And so, and some women, it is with no two women is the same. It's for every woman is different. Every woman, some women don't hardly experience any symptoms. The best part of menopause is no monthly. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Of course, that's been gone for years now. And so that's the only thing I like about it is I ain't gotta worry about having no period. That's the best part. That's the best part about it. Um, um, there's lots of um, symptoms. Like I said, it varies from one woman to the next. I will be doing some more videos on it. That's why women are not talking about it because um, and if there's some women, if they're having the symptoms, they may not think it's menopause. They may think it's something else. Or some women don't hardly have any symptoms. Some women, it just depends on the woman. But women are not talking about it, and we, as women, we need to have more of a dialogue, and create more of a dialogue, and we need to talk about it more. We need to talk about menopause more because it's a beast. It's like menopause is the devil. It's the devil. I pray. I kid you not. I kid you not. I was going through so much. So down there, I was going through so much. I said, Lord, please heal my vagina. I said, Lord, please heal my vagina. I said, I could see God now. I could see God talking to Jesus. Did she just ask me to heal her vagina? Did she just? Did I hear her right? I was like, Lord, please heal my vagina, please. I'd rather put up with the back pain. I'd rather deal with I got back and leg. I'd rather you know what? I'd rather deal with the back pain. At least with the back pain I can get somewhere and sit down and get some relief. I said I'd rather deal with this back pain than deal with oh, that is a mess. That is a mess. It's but I'm having a little anxiety about taking the hormones. I gotta pray. I'm very close to go ahead and I might just have to go ahead and bite the bullet and take it and just pray about it. Just pray about it. Um, I've been talking to some other women in some other videos and they was like, yeah, They said that they take the estrogen replacement hormones, and they're doing good with it. And so I might just have to go ahead and break down and take it, and just pray about it. And just my life is in God's hands anyway. So, but I've been literally having anxiety about it. I do that with every medication I get because I'm very careful about what I put in my body. I do that with every medication I get. I read the side effects, and then I get a little nervous about the side effects because I'm not gonna tell you what I had, but I had something, an issue, with my stomach at one time, and the doctor gave me the medication for it, and I said, well, after I got done reading all the side effects, I called the pharmacist. I said, do I have to take this? I said, the side effects were scary. And she's like, that's the only way you're going to get rid of it. You got to take it. I said, there's not anything else I can take for this that don't have these. She said, the only time you're going to get those side effects is if you're taking too much. She said, you should be fine. I just, I just took it and prayed. And that's all I could do. I mean, sometimes you gotta take it, whatever it is you're dealing with, and that was a situation to where it could have been life threatening if I didn't get rid of it. So, um, yeah. So I was fine. Once I took it, I was fine. I actually had another bout of it, and then I had to take another bout. But after that, I was fine. So, I'm just gonna have to probably bite the bullet and take the estrogen replacement and just pray about it, because these temporary release lubricants and things like that, it's like putting a band-aid over it. It's not really taking care of. It's not really getting rid of the problem. I said, boy, if I had a husband, he'd be pissed right about now. So it's a good thing I'm not married. I'd be like, get away from me. But I don't have to worry about that. Um, but yeah, let me know. Hit me up in the comment section. I'm keeping it 100 with you guys. I'm keeping it 100. But let me know. Hit me up in the comment section. I'm gonna be doing some more video topics on this. Hit me up in the comment section, ladies. Let me know if you're having if you're perimenopausal, menopausal, postmenopausal. What symptoms are you experiencing, and what symptoms are driving you crazy? Have you had to let me know? I really want to know if you're taking the estrogen hormone replacement and how it. And that's another thing I read on there, that it causes headaches. I'm not one to get headaches. I don't, yeah, that makes me nervous too. See, every time I read the box, I get anxiety and then I put it down. So, but if you're taking the estrogen replacement, let me know in the comment section. Let me know how it's doing it. Is it helping? You know. So yeah, I really really want to know about that. So, but yeah, mm-mm-mm. And then you got to go through menopause on top of everything else that life is life for me right now. Life is life for me, like on top of everything else that you got to deal with, because life be life, and then you got to deal with the menopause on top of that, and then with everything like other issues that I got going on. So it's rough. It's rough. It's like I said, I feel like I'm losing my mind at times, but God is able. I have to put it like that. God is able. He helps me. He helps me. He helps me to get through. But hit me up in that comment section, ladies. I'll definitely be doing some more videos on this. Let me know what's going on with you, how you're navigating through your menopause journey. Hit me up. Let me know, ladies. Men, stay out of this. This ain't none of your business. This is for the ladies. They do have male menopause. Men go through it too. Men be going through it too. They go through it too. But I ain't talking to y'all right now. And this is for the ladies. This is between me and the ladies. Hit me up in the comments section. Let me know. If you're married, let me know how it's affecting your marriage. And that's another thing, mood swings. I try to keep those at bay. I find myself getting irritated a lot. I find myself getting irritated. You know, I'm naturally a sweet person anyway, but I find myself here lately getting irritated a lot. Hit me, let me know if you get mood swings too. That's another symptoms, mood swings. I find myself getting irritated a lot, especially here lately. I've been getting irritated a lot. It doesn't take much for me to get irritated. So, like I said, I have to literally stay prayed up. I have to literally stay prayed up. Because you don't want to be popping off on people and stuff like that. So, I have to stay prayed up, you know. And, you know, I'm naturally a sweet person anyway. So, but like I said, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you're going through. If you're married, ladies, how is it affecting your marriage or your relationship? How it's affecting or all your relationships, not just your with your mate. How is it affecting all your relationships if you're experiencing the mood swings or whatever? So just hit me up in that comment section. Let me know what your perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause journey, wherever you're at in your menopause journey, hit me up in that comment section. Let me know. Okay, hit that like, subscribe, and share, and that notification bell. Until the next video, you guys be blessed.